If you are tired of feeling stuck in your own mind, doubting your worth, and waiting for someone else to validate you, this is your wake-up call, because the moment you truly decide to love yourself is the moment you become unstoppable. 1. Guard your mind like your life depends on it. The foundation of Stoic self-care begins in the mind. Your thoughts are not harmless background noise. They are the architects of your identity. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If you constantly entertain self-criticism, comparison, and fear, you slowly weaken your confidence. But if you intentionally feed your mind with discipline, courage, gratitude, and purpose, you reshape your entire inner world. Loving yourself means refusing to mentally bully yourself. It means correcting negative self-talk immediately and replacing it with strength. Protect your peace. Filter what you consume. Be intentional about what you allow to live in your head. 2. Master your emotional reactions. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Epictetus taught that people are disturbed not by events, but by their judgments about events. This single idea can change your life. When someone disrespects you, you can choose dignity instead of rage. When you face failure, you can choose learning instead of self-hatred. Emotional discipline is self-love in action. The more control you develop over your reactions, the more powerful you become. Calmness under pressure is rare, and rare qualities make you unstoppable. 3. Protect and value your time. Time is your most precious resource. Seneca warned that we treat time as if it is endless, yet it is the one thing we can never recover. Loving yourself means respecting your time enough to stop wasting it on toxic conversations, draining relationships, and meaningless distractions. It means setting boundaries without guilt. It means saying no when necessary. Every hour you invest in growth, health, and learning compounds into confidence. When you value your time, others begin to value it too. 4. Practice daily solitude and reflection. The modern world is loud, but strength is built in silence. When you sit alone with your thoughts, journal your reflections, and review your actions, you begin to understand yourself deeply. Self-awareness is the gateway to self-mastery. In quiet moments, you notice your patterns, your triggers, and your ambitions. You begin correcting weaknesses without shame. Solitude is not loneliness, it is strategic growth. The person who can sit comfortably with themselves cannot be emotionally controlled by others. 5. Build discipline through small daily wins. Confidence does not appear magically. It is built through consistent promises kept to yourself. Wake up when you say you will. Exercise even when you do not feel motivated. Finish what you start. Each small act of discipline strengthens your self-trust. Over time, this self-trust becomes unshakable confidence. You stop seeking approval because you know your own standard. Discipline is the highest form of self-respect, and self-respect makes you unstoppable. 6. Practice gratitude while pursuing growth. It is possible to desire more while appreciating what you already have. Gratitude stabilizes your emotions and keeps envy from poisoning your peace. When you focus on what is within your control instead of what others possess, you stay grounded. Gratitude shifts your energy from lack to abundance. A grateful mind is calm, focused, and resilient. When you combine ambition with appreciation, you create sustainable success. 7. Detach from outcomes and anchor yourself in character. True self-love is not tying your worth to results. You can work hard, aim high, and pursue excellence without allowing outcomes to define you. Your identity should be rooted in your character, not external validation. When you detach from needing approval or immediate success, fear loses its grip on you. You take bold action because your value is internal. Effort becomes your measure. Integrity becomes your reward. This mindset frees you, and freedom is power. If this message speaks to you and you are ready to transform your mindset, strengthen your discipline, and become mentally unstoppable, subscribe to this channel right now. Join a growing community committed to Stoic wisdom, self-mastery, and real inner power. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next lesson that could change your life forever. If you are still watching, that means something inside you knows you are meant for more, and that awareness alone proves you are already stepping into a stronger version of yourself. Loving yourself the Stoic way is not about ego, arrogance, or pretending you are perfect. It is about responsibility. It is about looking at your weaknesses without excuses and deciding to improve them. It is about accepting your past without allowing it to control your future. The Stoics believed that power begins the moment you stop blaming and start building. When you take full ownership of your thoughts, emotions, habits, and direction, your life changes in ways most people never experience. You must also learn to separate your identity from your mistakes. Failure does not define you. Embarrassment does not define you. Rejection does not define you. What defines you is how you respond. Every setback becomes training. Every criticism becomes feedback. Every obstacle becomes strength conditioning. This mindset shift alone will place you ahead of the majority who quit at the first sign of discomfort. Another powerful extension of self-love is physical care. Your body and mind are connected. When you sleep properly, move your body consistently, and fuel yourself with intention, your clarity improves, your emotional stability strengthens, your discipline increases. Stoicism is not just philosophy, it is daily action. The way you treat your body sends a message to your mind about your worth. You must also stop explaining yourself to everyone. Not everyone will understand your growth. Not everyone will agree with your boundaries. Not everyone will clap when you level up, and that is okay. Self-love means being comfortable being misunderstood while staying committed to your principles. Quiet progress is still progress. Silent discipline is still power. The unstoppable version of you is not loud. It is not desperate. It is not chasing attention. It is focused. It is steady. It is internally secure. When you cultivate inner stability, external chaos cannot shake you. People may doubt you, but you will not doubt yourself. Circumstances may change, but your character remains firm. Imagine waking up each day with clarity instead of anxiety. Imagine making decisions without fear of judgment. Imagine walking into rooms with calm confidence because you trust your preparation and your discipline. That life is built daily, not wished into existence. And the process begins with these Stoic habits practiced consistently. This journey is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming better than you were yesterday. Small improvements repeated daily create massive transformation over time. Stay patient with yourself. Stay disciplined. Stay focused on what you can control. The compound effect of self-respect is extraordinary. If you are serious about mastering your mind, strengthening your character, and becoming truly unstoppable, subscribe to this channel right now. Join this community of growth-minded individuals who refuse to stay average. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next powerful lesson that can elevate your mindset and your life. The truth is, most people will never reach their full potential because they are addicted to comfort. They choose distraction over discipline, excuses over effort, and validation over self-respect. But you are here, still listening, still learning, and that already separates you from the crowd. Real self-love requires courage. It requires you to confront your habits honestly. It requires you to admit where you lack discipline. It requires you to let go of the version of yourself that feels familiar but is holding you back. Growth is uncomfortable. Transformation is uncomfortable. But remaining stuck is far more painful in the long run. You must train yourself to become comfortable with discomfort. When things get difficult, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" start asking, "What is this teaching me?" That shift alone turns suffering into strength. The Stoic mindset conditions you to see adversity as training, not punishment. And once you begin to see challenges as opportunities to sharpen your character, fear loses its control over you. Another critical principle is consistency over intensity. Many people start strong but fade quickly. They rely on motivation, which comes and goes. But discipline is different. Discipline stays when emotions fluctuate. It carries you when inspiration disappears. Loving yourself means committing to consistency even on the days you do not feel like it. Especially on those days, you must also learn to detach from comparison. Someone else's success does not reduce your potential. Someone else's progress does not delay your journey. Comparison steals peace and creates unnecessary pressure. Focus on your lane. Focus on your standards. Focus on your growth. The only person you are competing with is the person you were yesterday. As you continue practicing these habits, you will notice subtle changes. You will speak more intentionally. You will react less emotionally. You will tolerate less disrespect. You will invest more time in improvement. Your standards will rise naturally. And as your standards rise, your environment will begin to change. The unstoppable version of you is not built in a single breakthrough moment. It is built in quiet mornings when you choose discipline over delay. It is built in difficult conversations where you choose honesty over comfort. It is built in evenings where you reflect instead of scroll mindlessly. These small decisions compound into extraordinary strength. Remember, the goal is not to control everything around you. The goal is to control yourself so powerfully that nothing around you controls you. That is Stoic self-care at its highest level. That is self-love rooted in strength, not weakness. If you are committed to this path of self-mastery and mental strength, subscribe to this channel right now. Be part of a community that is serious about growth, resilience, and discipline. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next lesson that could unlock a stronger, calmer, more unstoppable version of you.